Hello, it's so good to spend just a couple minutes with you again today. I'd like us to take a few minutes just to read Luke chapter 5, 1 through 3, and then just kind of reflect on it a little bit. Here's what it says. It came about that while the multitude were pressing around Jesus and listening to the word of God, he was standing by the lake of Gennesaret. That's the Sea of Galilee. And he saw two boats lying at the edge of the lake, but the fishermen had gotten out of them and were washing their nets. He got into one of the boats, which was Simon's, and asked him to put out a little way from the land. And he sat down and began teaching the multitudes from the boat. So what can we get from that today? Do you know that anything that we have, anything that's in our possession, it can all be used for the Lord? You know, I think that sometimes we think in such lofty terms that we forget that just making the things that we have available to a world that's in need, or just bringing things to the Lord and letting him use them for his glory and honor, that great things can come of that. What did Simon Peter at that moment have to offer to the Lord? Well, he had a boat. Who would have ever thought that a boat would be an instrument of ministry? But in the same way, we drive cars. Some of us own boats. Some of us have homes that we can make available to the Lord. If we take the very practical things that we have in our life, things that God has blessed us with, and we just say, Lord, let me use this for your purpose and for your service, God can do great things out of that. You know, Jesus even taught us that if you give a prophet a glass of water in the name of a prophet, you'll receive his reward. I believe that that principle applied for Peter that day. Peter gave his boat for Jesus' use, and he received the reward of Jesus' ministry. And you say, well, how can that be? Because when Peter gave that boat, it changed his whole life. Just making what he had available to the Lord ended up being that he ended up leaving that boat and entering into the ministry of Jesus. What does that teach me? It teaches me that I shouldn't just sit at home and just saying, God, open up a door of ministry for someday where I can be useful for you. We can all start right now. Just take what you have and let it all be available to the Lord. If you have a roof over your head, maybe you can consider just opening up your home for a dinner just to be able to minister to someone. And out of that, just let it play out. It doesn't have to be something spectacular. But you know, they say that old saying, you can't steer a parked car. Let's just take what we have and let's start using it for the Lord. Peter, by giving his boat to the Lord one day, found out that willingness to just say, hey, God, everything that I have, it all belongs to you. That it opened up a door for ministry, and a simple fisherman became a man whose name has been known by billions of people throughout the course of history. So let's do it. Let's take what we have. Let's give it to the Lord. Let's bring it to his service, and God will be glorified in it. And God will set us on the course of direction for ministry.